Hey, love bugs, it's Roslynn back at you one more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed, highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, for the first time, welcome. And to my extended family, my beautiful soul family, as always, thank you so much for the love and support y'all are constantly sending me every day. It's truly a blessing. And I'm just glad that we can be a part of each other's journeys. We are really, really, really going through those chains of events that's taken us to places we never thought we would be. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. I must be getting ready to talk about a subject that they want me to talk about. Ooh, my nose, tip of my nose start itching. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. If you have not been subscribed to the channel, please hit that button. And make sure you hit the notification button on the all so you can be able to know when I'm about to upload my next video. And if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacts your life, and heading you towards a positive direction. And if you feel like the videos are insightful, it just gives you a good vibe, you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath. They're going through some trying times and needing spiritual guidance, needing confirmation or validation towards life path, or even soul purposes. Please go ahead and share. While you're at it, give a girl a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. And thank you once again, as always. I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. Y'all, I got all these daggone notebooks out for all this content that I be writing down. I was watching TikTok last night. It was like TikTok was that compilation, and it was like about sad stuff or sad reality or something like that. And a guy was like, he said this dope line, and I was like, oh, I gotta take that. It's like when we are surrounded by darkness, constant darkness, we can still dream in color. I was like, shut your mouth and keep on talking. But I just put mine, it's like, even when surrounding by darkness, that your dreams can bring back to life in color. We go through so many different things, and it's just like, even when you want the best for you along that way, sometimes it's kind of hard to really see everything as a positive light for us, and a lot of times it's just like so many different things has come down where we feel like we need to be jumping right dead in our blessings. But we all wish we can do that, but it's just like, we have to, no matter how much I that part of me is like, damn, I want to be there like yesterday, but I allow myself to take that benefit of the doubt that, things are still unfolding for me. I'm still healing. I'm still learning more about myself, more about my purpose, more about what I'm wanting along the way. And then when you're doing that, because it's just like when universe knows you're ready, you're going to fly right dead into it. But there's a lot of times they don't want to put you right directly in that arms of your blessings, because they don't want you to, if you're not all the way aligned from everything that is taking place in your life to get you there, if you're not healed where you need to be healed at, and you didn't learn the life lessons to help you maintain what they're about to give you, that's just going to mess you up. Because whatever they're gifting us right now, from the vibes and the stuff that I'm getting from, this is a once in a lifetime thing. And they want to make sure, are you in balance? Are you in line with what you're asking for? Are you prepared? Are you willing to make the moves of what it is to maintain this blessing I'm about to give you? Now, it's not, fact is, they don't see that we deserve it, because it's just a fact. If they, matter of fact, at times when you set this goal for yourself on what you're trying to manifest, and a lot of times we get aggravated because we're not getting what we asked for. But a lot of times the way the universe is seeing it is like, why are you going so mediocre when we're trying to bless you with the whole world? They're trying to get you with the whole guap. And those are the things, it's just like, your life is changing how you see things, and a lot of time, it took me a long time for me to be able to actually, project that and actually believe that these are the things that are making me a better person. It's like my situations has allowed me to articulate myself in a totally different way. I view things different. I even respond differently. And, even when I may struggle with certain things that are still sensitive to me, I'm allowing myself to be honest and say, you know what, this is a part of me that I'm still working on. And I just pray to God to just keep working on me with this situation. I know that he's doing, him in the universe and all the powers that be, are paving the way for me on certain things I never thought I would be able to embrace. It's just the fact of me learning my truth. That was a life that I wasn't even prepared to receive at that time. But then it's just allowing me to see a higher purpose on everything that I've been able to do. I never thought I was going to be sitting up here doing videos and podcasts and all stuff like that. And then it's just like me being able to really, truly enjoy what I see. I've always said since I was like 3-4 years old, I want to be able to impact the world with love and understanding. I didn't know how I was going to do that, but I knew I was, and I never knew it was going to be over a devastating experience in my life that, just left me as a WTF moment, like, nah, this ain't happened to me. No, this ain't, no. But then it was just like, I was surrounded by certain things I wasn't ready to digest as being my truth. It was like, I said, I'm ready for that. It was like my dad was like, you sure you ready for that? When we unfold all this truth on you, we'll see if you're going to still have the same kind of vibe that you had before you didn't know. And I mean, it took me through a whirlwind of things. And it's just like, I feel very blessed because it's like when my truth unfolded to me, and I'm that type of person that if you take me to that dark side, it takes a lot to bring me back to light. It's like, come on, Carol Ann, you got to come back this way. It takes a lot for me to do that. And for everything that was shown to me that was happening, when I say God has been good, because it's just like when I've seen certain things on, these crime stories that I love to watch, I've seen people, send their family to the other side for less than what I've ever experienced in my life. And for me to be able to do that, universe showed me that when you're going through this, you are actually a blessing within yourself, that you didn't allow pain to direct what direction you chose to go. And if it wasn't for my family that passed over, my dad, everybody that I hold near and dear, plus God, that kept me from doing things to where orange is not the new black for me. But being able to make a positive transition on being able to see that, my pain became a greater purpose that I didn't even know I was going to receive. And it was constantly, trying to go through a grief period of losing a parent. And then, being able to know that you've connected with this parent in so many ways, where there was a pillar, in between that connection, where only certain things was being said, certain things was being seen a certain way, and all that. To me, being where I am now and being able to understand, even though that was the most painfulest time for my life, it brought so many different blessings that I didn't know I needed. I didn't even know I was, I could receive, because it's just like my life has been so detrimental. I mean, I've had happiness in my life, but it was very short-lived, and I always thought, family treated me a certain way because I acted out, in certain ways when it wasn't, that, I can sit up here and admit, those times I was like a little hellraiser growing up, but it was a lot of different things that, it was because of the truth of what people knew and I didn't, and for me to be able to experience my truth, and it took my father to pass for me to be able to get that acknowledgement. It could have really took me a different way. And when I get my time, when I go through my prayers, there's days I have, anger, mad, and maybe, it was like, maybe I should have, acted on my impulses. And it's just like, it took those vibes to say, not everything is what it seems, you can go a different way than what way you're trying to go. And being able to allow myself of using this as like a positive outlet for me to project, because I was always that person that I had to be around a selective person for me to be honest about my emotions. It was always controlled because certain people didn't want to see me a certain way because I emulated my dad, at a powerful vibration. And that made a lot of people uncomfortable. And for me to be able to do what I'm doing now, it's just the connections that I get, even though there'll be days when I'm still going through my grief of, really, I felt violated, on a lot of different things where I wasn't able to interact with my biological family. But it's just like everything holds a purpose to it. And being able to know there's times where I felt like all hope was lost. And when I felt unsure about a lot of things, y'all just don't know. Like I tell y'all a lot, if you've been with me for a while, I tell y'all, thank you, because a lot of times I felt like this pain was in vain. And then I had to allow myself to understand nothing is in vain. There's a purpose behind every single struggle you have gone through. And our struggles makes us so much stronger. Our struggles allow us to view things different, make more of ourselves. If you didn't have that fire up under your butt to move forward, you will still be in a place where you're not fulfilled. You're not understanding, why am my life feeling like this? Why does it feel like I'm missing something? And a lot of times we will stay in a place because of complacent. There's some people that just okay with being, because, if you want change to take place, you have to change about, there's things in your life you can't go the same way if you have been going before. And a lot of people feel like that's uncomfortable because you got to face a lot of things that you choose to ignore. You have to take accountability for the things that you have pushed out. You have to apologize and acknowledge the things that you may have hurt somebody with, or they have hurt you. Giving forgiveness to yourself for carrying it on for a longer period of time. And it's just like, doing all these different things. And then I'm constantly getting, that confirmation of saying, you know what, Roslynn, don't stop the videos, keep it going. Your video is, helped me in some kind of way. I thought I felt alone. It's a good feeling that I have, that I don't feel like I'm crazy. There's more people out here. And it's like our community is like rapidly growing, where you should be able to, if you're voicing the things that you have experienced, it's not about being right or wrong, but just being able to give your side of the things that you have gone through. I tell people, it's all about how you deliver the message you project when it comes out on this platform, when it comes to my channel, and I want everybody to be able to help each other out, because we're all within this collective. We're all struggling to a point where we're healing from what has, just really done shook us. And these are the things that project that you're powerful. You're more powerful than you give yourself credit for. Everything that you're looking for is already there. There's times where we can sit up here and tell everybody's, synopsis of everything that's going on in our life. And when we try to reflect it, we be like, what's that? You get like that. But it's just all about, you're unlearning, you're unprogramming, everything that we have been able to see move forward with was almost a program to limit yourself, place fear on your future outlets, all these different things. It was placed for you to only go to a certain stage, like, for you to be middle class, you can only be here. For you to be lower class, you can't get nowhere. Or if you're this nationality, you can be this, but if you're this one, you can't do that. And it's all about how you choose to create on what you want in your life. Yes, universe is going to guide us towards different things, because they're assigning us towards a lifestyle that can connect highly and strongly within the gifts that we hold. And whatever you are being inspired to create in your life, to go through, it's not just going to impact your life in a positive way, but it's going to be people that is going to connect with you, and we just don't know. We are those blessings that many people have prayed for. We have the answers to other people's problems that we have already had the solution on conquering. Everything holds a purpose for it. Even when it's hard for you to understand, it's like you can be in that vibration where you're depressed and you just see that, my life doesn't matter. This, this is this and this and this and this and that. It's all about how you choose to look at what's going on. You don't have a control of what life you've been jumped into. Well, kind of, sort of. If you want to think about it from the beginning of time, yes, you did, because you picked all the different things that you were going to go through for this situation to take place. So it's just like when you're allowing yourself to do something that you're very passionate about, and you can impact so many different lives, and it's a good thing. I really love what I do. And a lot of times it's just like I have to really just step back, when it's that time where I'm doing a lot of purging. I'm doing a lot of, integrating, whatever, and that's the amount of time. And then when I allow myself to bounce back, vibes start coming from all over the place on what I'm guided to talk about, how I see my life, which direction I choose to take, what kind of initial steps am I going to do to add more to my life. And these are the things that they're asking to bring in color. You've been living an experience in darkness or whatever. You've been manipulated to see things in a certain way, where it's like, this is the only thing your life has to offer. Deal with it. No, you deprogramming yourself. You unlearning everything you've been taught to be able to move forward in your truth, because we all been served with that illusion of what our reality is supposed to be. We were here to, create something of a new, we're being transformed into stuff that was just talked about in the spiritual books, the spiritual teachings. So it's like we're taking big leaps within ourselves. You can bring the color of what life you choose to create. It's all about that form on how you choose to see it. Even at times where you don't know which way your life is going, everything is unfolding to help you. Is either if you're going to allow yourself to see everything as something that's holding you back, that's what kind of reality you're creating for yourself to keep going that repetitive cycle. If you're not making the initial moves to stop doing things like you did before you became awakened, then you're going to constantly allow yourself to go through that repetitive cycle. And and this universe is not wanting that for you. And it's just like the universe got to step in. It ain't gonna be nothing nice. They want you to be able to do it on your own without them having to do that. So it's all about how you choose to bring to life the color of what you choose to create for your path. Even through the worst things, it is the hardest experience is teaching you how to fly. If they push you off that cliff, they either gonna hold you or they're gonna make you fly. One of the two, but either or, you're gonna be soaring towards something else. And it's just when you finally get to that finish line, you're going to understand why times had to be hard for you. You had to understand why certain things was being led to you to say a yes when it was a no. Universe, you can tell universe you want this. It's like, okay, you want this. How bad are you going to want it? If I send you down this direction about 3 or 4 times and tell you every door is going to say yes when every door told you no, are you going to allow yourself to walk back and say the heck with it? Or are you going to allow yourself to, okay, well, that door didn't open, but I'm not going to give up on that. That's what they look at, because a lot of times it depends on who you are. My times like, shoot, I got three strikes you out. If I ain't got it now, I ain't getting it. But now it's like at that point in time, when you want something that badly, when they're asking you to sacrifice some stuff, you need to do it. If you know that there's things that your thought process and what you choose to keep focusing on that is no longer supposed to be in your life, that's going to stop it. They're going to tell you to, allow yourself to break away and show gratitude on what that taught you. When I say I use this as a daily process, because there was just so many things that I would love to react in a whole different way, but I have to allow myself to, no, ain't that serious. I let the spiritual enforcements mess with that while I focus on where I'm trying to go. And that's what they're doing. You can bring what you want to take place in your life by how you choose to go about it, how you choose to focus on it. What are you doing to make sure this becomes, your way of living? But it's allowing you to know you don't have to stay in the darkness, even though you were guided there. The darkness is where you get your strength from. And that's not where you're supposed to be in a permanent way. So it's all about where you choose, what direction you choose to allow it to go through. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of this video. Y'all, much love to you. Thank you so much for love and support. You know, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, drop a line. I would love to be able to, hear from you, whatever. I would love to give a post notification shout out to Jennifer Potter. What is this? Jinko, 12, Cynthia V, and James Ishman. So good to hear from you. And Mystic Healer and Miss Laura Littleton. Much love to you as well. And I will talk to y'all on my next video. Like and subscribe, share, drop a line. Well, I hope whatever you're trying to manifest, it comes so much bigger than you ever imagined. It comes so much sooner than you ever expected. See you later. Much love. Peace.